Dun, 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 it's Shakesyear! We are back with Macbeth, and today we get to hear again from Lady Macbeth in Act 1, Scene 7. So what is going on? Macbeth, it has been sort of prophesied that he will become king, and the things that are standing in the way of him becoming king are the current king, Duncan, because, he's a good guy, and his heir that he has named Malcolm. Macbeth told his wife that it has been prophesied that he will be king, and she has gotten a little stabby and thinks that since Duncan is staying in their castle tonight, that they should kill him tonight so then Macbeth can become king and fulfill his prophecy, and she's really looking forward to being queen and all that sort of thing. And at the beginning of this scene, he was sort of talking himself out of killing the king because he didn't really have a good reason to. I mean, Duncan was a good guy. He is a good guy. He's had a good reign, all of that sort of thing. So he was starting to feel guilty and second guess the choice of killing him. And then she comes in to find him because they're all in Macbeth's castle right now, and Duncan is there, and they're gonna have a dinner party. So she comes to find Macbeth so that they can, put on the happy face and play the lovely hosts while they wait for an opportunity to kill him. And she greets Duncan in Act 1, Scene 6, and then she comes to find Macbeth, and he's like, yeah, we're not going to do this anymore. And she's like, what, excuse me? No, that's not a proper answer. And he's like, yeah, I can't kill him. Like, he's a good guy. I owe him too much. And yesterday's monologue, she was like, well, what about what you owe me? Like, you promised me. We were in this together. We made a deal. We made a bargain. There is nothing that I wouldn't do for you if I had promised you that I would do something. And he's like, yeah, but what if we fail? And she says, we fail? But screw your courage to the sticking place, and we'll not fail. When Duncan is asleep, whereto the rather shall his day's hard journey soundly invite him, his two chamberlains will I with wine and wassail so convince that memory, the warder of the brain, shall be a fume, and the receipt of reason a limbic only, when in swinish sleep their drenched natures lies as in a death. What cannot you and I perform upon the unguarded Duncan? What not put upon his spongy officers, who shall bear the guilt of our great quell? So what she's saying is we can't have a negative attitude about this. We have to go into this knowing that we're going to do it well. We can't think, what if we fail? We won't fail. We will do this right. And I will get the guys that are guarding his bedchamber really drunk so that they just pass out. And when they are so passed out, because they're drunk and not just like asleep, because if they were just asleep we might wake them up, but when they are passed out drunk, we can do anything that we want to Duncan, and they're going to be so drunk that they won't remember what happened, so we can blame it on them. Isn't that brilliant? And he's like, okay fine, we'll do this, but we should go have this dinner party first and put on the happy faces and all that sort of thing. And she's like, exactly, because when we wake up, when everybody wakes up and Duncan is dead and we've blamed them, we have to be prepared to, we have to put on we're really upset about it, so we got to go be the good hosts now, so our story plays through, all that sort of thing. And he's like, okay fine, we will. And that's the end of Act 1, Scene 7, is they decide, after a little foible on Macbeth's part and some encouragement from Lady Macbeth, they decide that yes, they are going to kill Duncan, the King of Scotland. So yeah, moving on, we're going to find out if they actually do it and if it works and if the whole framing the Chamberlains bit sticks. So lots of good drama ahead, and I will see you tomorrow for more. Mwah.